If you want to have a truly successful fitness journey, you need to be consistent with your workouts and your nutrition over a long period of time. You'll see a lot of people talk about having a killer workout, and that's great. You want to have awesome workouts. However, what's even more important is to fill your calendar with completed sessions and to make sure that you're hitting your nutrition goals on most of those days. Consistency really is key. You have to make it a priority and you have to make it a lifestyle. Here Noelle is demonstrating a Bulgarian split squat, and she is emphasizing the eccentric part of this movement. Focusing on the eccentric or lowering portion of an exercise maximizes muscle fiber recruitment, leading to increased strength gains and hypertrophy. Control during the eccentric is key for unlocking new levels of strength, so don't underestimate the power of the eccentric phase. Who doesn't want more muscle, strength, and stability? In this clip, I'm doing some lateral raises, which is part of my shoulder workout. As someone who does a lot of compound lifts, doing isolation work like this is kind of nice because it takes stress off my central nervous system, as well as takes some mental stress off because it's just not as hard and I can really focus on getting a good pump to the muscles that I'm working and really focusing on that mind-muscle connection without worrying about the heaviness of the weight. So sometimes it's nice to do isolation work that's a little bit lighter, and it just kind of allows me to have a period where I'm taking it a little bit easier. As you can see, I also did some reverse flies and some front raises to really fully cook those delts, and this is after I did the seated shoulder press that was shown earlier. I will say, going back to a 5-day-a-week lifting program has allowed me to insert more isolation work into my routine. This next clip is from my next workout, and I'm doing some goblet squats here. You'll notice I'm holding the dumbbell in front of me. By doing that, I'm adding the weight to my legs, but also forcing my core muscles to really work because I have to hold that weight up during the duration of the set. Here are some one-arm dumbbell rows as part of this total body workout that I did, and I'm just pulling that elbow back as far as I can and a little bit towards the hip to really get that lat. In this next clip, I will be using a dumbbell as a kettlebell because I don't have one this heavy, and it seems to work pretty well. You just do the same motion, swing it lengthwise, and it works pretty much the same. So I did some kettlebell swings to work the posterior chain. The posterior chain, of course, involves the hamstrings, glutes, and low back. This next exercise is called the push press, and this is one of my favorite movements. I haven't done it in a while, so I'm going kind of light to refamiliarize myself with the exercise. The push press differentiates itself from the shoulder press because you're using hip drive to hoist the weight overhead, so it adds the element of power. Now my next workout was a chest tricep day, so here I am doing some tricep isolation work. This is the tricep push down. I'm focusing on extending at the elbow so that way the tricep contracts. And this pulley system works quite well in lieu of a cable machine. In fact, if you're looking to build a home gym, I highly recommend getting one of these because it's relatively inexpensive compared to getting a huge cable machine that you may not be able to even fit in your house or in your garage. So the pulley system is definitely a pretty good option, and I love using mine. These are single arm overhead tricep extensions. I love this exercise. It really allows me to focus on one tricep at a time, and it is really good when you're trying to forge that mind-muscle connection. And when you get done with these, you will really feel a nice tricep pump. And you don't have to go too heavy, just go light where you can control it down behind you. And as the weeks go by, progress the weight up a little bit. And I finished off my tricep work with some skull crushers. I used an easy curl bar because I like the hand grips on them and the way that it feels on my forearms. Each time I bend at the elbow and bring it behind my head, I'm lengthening the tricep, and when I extend, the tricep contracts. These are a fantastic tricep exercise. I hope you enjoyed the video, and just remember, consistency is king. If you fall in love with the process, the results will come.